Hello folks, welcome back to Chris Wyatt Reports. South Africa's media seems to have an obsession with race and identity. Now this obsession is pathetic, dishonest, and misleading. Few of South Africa's 63 million people give two flips about race or origin, but the media and many politicians absolutely love it. In the past 24 hours, there are quite a few headlines to hit the top of the fold in South Africa, focused exclusively on race, while meanwhile, a military camp or terrorist training center has been found in South Africa, and it's not even the most important story for many of these news sites. Here's a few of the headlines. Black pupils sold at fake auction at Cape Town school. Now, if true, this is a very concerning story. This one does deserve attention. However, the context is wholly taken out of place. The headline should be more accurate. This is a case of purported racism between colored and black students. Of course, it's implied that whites are the racist here, but that's not the case if you read the story. If you're going to identify who a racist is, you should identify who they are. That's an important consideration. Another headline, this one in the Independent Online, I am a black child and targeted. Joburg Mayor Gwamanda reacts to those calling for his resignation. Now, the IOL's Kamokelo Mochiela has once again falling back on his sole claim to fame, milking race for headlines. This is the same guy who got punked in exposing the Ronaldo Gos video, only the joke is on him. That's an altered video, and he misled the public. Now, he happily prints Gwamanda's baseless racial allegations with no context given whatsoever in this news story. This is what Gwamanda had to say. They are showing their true colors. It's been a while in South Africa since a black child has been attacked on this level on baseless points based on sending a message to any young black person who is black and previously disadvantaged to steer clear from roles that are reserved for their desired people. Now, the 39-year-old Al Jamaa mayor appears to have no discernible experience. A LinkedIn account purporting to be him shows no previous jobs prior to becoming the mayor of Johannesburg. Perhaps this isn't his account. But this concept of a previously disadvantaged, when exactly was this 39-year-old disadvantaged? At the age of 9? Wow, you're really carrying some scars there, buddy. I'm craving to more aboor. The Shwane Council meeting adjourned amid racial threats of violence. This occurred yesterday, where the EFF regional chairperson, Obaking Aramabodu, threatened violence, racial violence against white Afrikaans-speaking South Africans. In council, a member of the government. This op-ed, the IRR's push for racial declassification, a win for white privilege by Gillian Schutte. Now, Schutte's anti-white bigotry is on full display here with her dog whistle insults and slurs directed at white South Africans. She's still using race to divide South Africans while claiming to be championing equality. She once again uses the slur white settlers to attack 4.8 million white South Africans. And by the way, she's white. Nasty Afrophobic sentiments towards Chidima Adesina mars Miss South Africa 2024 beauty contest. Now, this one's based on identity. Her father's Nigerian. Her mother is South African, but of Mozambican origin, and she's born in South Africa, and people have a problem with that. Being South African, like being an American, is not race or origin. It's an identity. So people need to come on board with that. But the media absolutely obsessed with this nonsense. These are the top stories on the media sites across the South African spectrum this week. And it's really a tragedy to see this sort of nonsense. Now, as I said, the one about black students being auctioned off in a fake auction, that's a seriously concerning issue. And it'd be nice if News 24 was more precise in the description of what's going on there. And perhaps we'll find out what's actually happening as the story progresses. But this is on top of the fake story that's being circulated in the media about the Pretoria High School for Girls, in which they attack white students and white administrators on the basis of spurious and fraudulent claims based on the investigative report done by one journalist. It's really sad. This is an intentional effort by the media to stoke racial division on behalf of their corporate masters in South Africa, and by lazy journalists who are unwilling to deal with reality and be objective about what's going on. You'll notice in this story I've been objective about what is wrong about the xenophobia against the young lady from Soweto. I've also been objective about if black pupils are being auctioned off at a school, how wrong that is. That's what we call balance in reporting the news. But you won't find that in South Africa's media as they gleefully try to stoke racial division and hatred. In my experiences in all 9 of South Africa's provinces over the past 30 years, having been there hundreds of times and spent many, many months in South Africa accumulated over these years, I have met very few racists in South Africa. A few bigots, lots of people are bigots, but very few true racists, whether they're black, white, or brown. Most people want to raise their families, get along, and be able to worship in the fashion they choose. But that's not what the media and politicians want. They want to divide you. It's the same thing in America. Don't fall for it, folks. Don't buy into their garbage. Be your own man. Be your own woman. Think for yourself. Think critically. That's what matters most in this modern world. Don't fall for the emotional dog whistle that these clowns push at you. Thanks a lot, folks. Appreciate it. Be sure to leave a comment behind. And if you're not a subscriber, join us. We could use the help on this channel. Cheers.